Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto News TV. In this quick video, we're going to be talking about Bank of America and how they feel threatened by cryptocurrency. Now, this is not just Bank of America. We've seen this in the past with Chase Bank and other, premier investors or those that, help people make money in this world of finance. And as we can see right now, Bank of America and other major banks, not just Bank of America, Chase, or the Federal Reserve, for example, in the United States, these banks are worldwide, and this is affecting them on a global scale, not just here in the States. So we see Bank of America threatened. They're obviously not able to make as much money as they could now with cryptocurrency. It's not just one form of currency per country. Now we have this additional third party, decentralized, no person owns all or distributes to anyone. It works in a different fundamental way. And let's go ahead and read this CNBC article right now on why Bank of America, Chase, or the Federal Reserve might feel threatened because of cryptocurrency to its business structure and how it makes money. And you can see right here, clients may choose to conduct business with other market participants who engage in business or offer products in areas we deem speculative or risky, such as cryptocurrencies. And this was coming from Bank of America, and they said this in a regulatory filing. Also, the company added that widespread adoption of new technologies in financial services, including cryptocurrencies, could require substantial expenditures in order to adopt to evolving industry standards and consumer preferences. The SEC filing also noted that digital currencies limit the bank's ability to track movement of funds and comply with laws such as anti-money laundering regulation. However, we've already talked about cryptocurrencies and how you can track different addresses on the blockchain, Bitcoin addresses, Ethereum addresses. It's not that hard of a thing to do. So, this in itself is kind of like, it's almost like a kick to the balls to someone holding cryptocurrency, because it's complete slanderish, and it doesn't even make any sense when you look at the fundamentals of cryptocurrency and how Bitcoin, Ethereum, or these other coins operate, and the actual ledger that's open to everybody. For example, you can't just go and hey, I want to look at Bank of America's books. They're going to tell you, get lost. Well, you can go pull up someone's Bitcoin address that has a lot of Bitcoin and see all the transactions they have. So to be saying this is very slanderish, and it doesn't make any sense at all. But anyways, like I said, Bank of America feels threatened, so they're going to do whatever they can and however they can to make themselves sound better. The article goes on to talk about how they're losing money and how Bitcoin went up and then it went down, and it's very speculative, and they are concerned about investors investing into this market, etc. And how even we can see here the CEO Brian of Bank of America says banks are more secure than Bitcoin. Now remember that. He said this October of 2017, that banks are more secure than Bitcoin. Interesting. Next, we can also see Warren Buffett. He said lots of times that Bitcoin, could go down to zero, and just put your money in real estate, which honestly isn't a bad advice. Real estate is a good investment, but to say that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency could go to zero or will go to zero, it's kind of far-fetched in my opinion. That's like saying the US dollar will reach $1,000 in value to other currencies. It's just kind of like, it's nonsense. If anything, the US dollar will hit zero just because of inflation and how many more bills are being printed on the daily. We can even see Goldman, I'm pretty sure Goldman Sachs says most cryptocurrencies will crash to zero. Now granted, there are some, there's a lot of, scam projects and stuff like that, but then again, you could say the same thing about stocks and the stock market, how lots of stocks or options will go to zero. They'll go out of business or whatever. But it was very hard to say this about Bitcoin. And what's very interesting is that amongst all of their negative saying around Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, all of this, yesterday on August 23rd, Bank of America submitted a U.S. patent so that way they could facilitate holding, processing, exchanging and maintaining users' funds in cryptocurrency that happen to be Bank of America customers as an additional service, offering them to their customers to hold cryptocurrencies, to exchange cryptocurrencies, and to have cryptocurrencies. Now, this is a patent that Bank of America filed on April 2018, and we can see some application information regarding this for today. I'm pretty sure with this information, you guys will get a better understanding of what direction cryptocurrency is heading, what direction does Bank of America think cryptocurrency is heading, let alone a lot of these other businesses getting themselves involved with blockchain today. So we can see here the different application numbers, and they go on to talk about how the system would work. Very detailed by they have pretty cool words, I guess you could say, or selective words, where they call it vault engine, and other things like this. But in reality, I would never, ever trust Bank of America or any other institutional banking with my cryptocurrency. That has got to be the most moronic thing to do, is trust a bank with your funds in that manner, especially cryptocurrency. It's limited in supply. It's like trusting your bank with every single rare asset or car or whatever you may have that is limited in supply, and you leave it inside their garage. It's something that I would never do. Say, for example, you have a limited edition painting, or you have a limited edition Rolls Royce, or these valuable objects that there are only a few of, and you decide to put them in the trust of a bank. That is mind-boggling on why anyone would even do this. But regardless, this patent has been submitted, and it looks to be as approved. I'm going to take you guys here to the patent images, so that way we can actually see how something like this might work for Bank of America when they start to potentially roll this out. Again, this is a patent. Not for sure they're going to do this. I'm almost positive though they're going to be testing this. But it just goes to show how scared Bank of America and these other banks are when it comes down to cryptocurrency. For example, here we're going to see for the start area, receive customers' requests for currency exchange, determine current exchange rates, determine optimal exchange rate, select optimal exchange rate, determine first amount of first currency, associate first amount of first currency with customer account, transfer first amount of first currency into first float account associated with first currency, determine second amount of second currency, associate second amount of second currency with second float account associated with second currency. And then we can see here, amount of funds in second float account below a threshold, no. Then transfer second amount of second currency to customer. If yes, initiate purchase of quantity of second currency from currency exchange, transfer quantity of second currency into second float account, transfer second amount of second currency to customer, and end. And we can also see some other diagrams and images on exactly how they plan to facilitate the hosting of these wallets. They actually have a dedicated server that's going to be potentially running each of the different wallet providers that they decide, whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, etc. They'll actually be hosting these wallets, providing the private keys, and we can even see here transactions, block ID, previous block hash, encryption key, encryption element map. But in all honesty, you guys, I really do think that there's going to be some serious security issues when it comes down to having one of these institutional banking platforms managing your cryptocurrency, or providing you a cryptocurrency wallet, or even exchanging your cryptocurrency. I really think people should think twice before trusting Bank of America or any bank, especially the ones that have been saying for a long time Bitcoin is a scam, Bitcoin's a fraud, Bitcoin's going to zero, cryptocurrencies will never work. And now we see them forcing themselves to get involved with cryptocurrency because they're there with their foot in their mouth, and cryptocurrencies aren't going to zero. They are maintaining a consistent rise upwards, and they're threatening local fiat currency. And that scares banks. You know, they have global meetings that come together and they talk about the issues around Bitcoin and how it hurts their businesses and their capital income that's coming in with because of cryptocurrency. You know, the flow of money is not through them, and that is their biggest issue. They want to somehow get the majority of flow of money again through their systems, through their banks, instead of having the power in the people's hands. But however, I do believe that the power should be in these people's hands. Power should be in your own hands, whether you decide to send or receive or exchange. It should not be in the hands of Bank of America, Chase, or some Federal Reserve bank or account or something like that of that nature, where they decide that, you know, you have these funds or we're going to put a hold on your cryptocurrency. Nope. I don't think that's going to be the best option for anybody. So if you guys like this video, you thought it was useful, and you learned something about Bank of America and what they're currently doing with their patent and how they're moving on to the blockchain, and they're facilitating blockchain and cryptocurrency wallet services to their customers and clients. You know, it scares them, it threatens their business. So if you guys like this video, I like it. I like how Bank of America, Chase, and the Federal Reserve and all these other institutions, privately owned businesses. Yes, these privately owned businesses are scared and they're threatened by cryptocurrency, and that excites me. That makes me very, very happy to see that cryptocurrency is actually making a change in the world, and it should scare these big time banksters, these fraudsters, these people that get to just print money out of thin air whenever they decide that, you know what, we're going to fund this loan, or we need to get another increase of line of credit. You know, I'm really happy that cryptocurrency is threatening these guys' business, because it's, you know, it's well overdue. So like I said, if you guys enjoy this video, you like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, leave a comment. Let's kind of discuss this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
How do you create a revolution in healthcare that has the potential to transform society? By offering free healthcare anyone can access from the comfort of their own home or wherever they may be. Through the use of artificial intelligence to assist doctors on a free telemedicine platform anyone can use through an app. Ready to expand its creations to new markets and change the way people access healthcare and doctors collaborate in the world. Docademic, evolving healthcare.